Hello everybody, John Fulford here. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Today we're going to be doing some demo listening. I'm going to do this as one long video without many or any edits. So if I stumble over my words or something, just give me a break, okay? So here's how I picked the demos. I just took 10 random demo links that y'all sent and I put them into a folder for today's video. So if your demo is not listened to, I still have your email in my email box, and I'll put it maybe in the next folder or the next folder for the next time or the next time that I review demos. I'm going to be making this a regular thing, so if you sent me something, I have it, okay? I have it. So I picked these emails. I didn't go through them yet. I didn't triage them yet, so there could be broken links. There could be things where I got to enter in a username and password. If that's the case, I'm just going to skip to the next one. They need to be easily accessible, okay? Easily accessible. Also, before we begin, listen to what I'm saying when I talk about other people's music and try to apply it to your own music. If I say that I think someone's hi-hat is too loud, well, are your hi-hats too loud? Give them a listen. You know, you should be getting information from every piece of music I review, not just when I review your piece of music. And also, if you want to send in music, my email address is in the link in the description, so feel free to email me and say hello. That being said, let's begin. And you're going to see like the side of my head a lot, just so you know that too. Okay. So, first, Steel Fusion, Long Road. It's loading. You don't want that much space between your, the start of your track and when the music starts. You don't want it to be immediate, but you want 1 second's fine, or like half a second, but not 3 or 4 seconds. So this sounds like a piece of 90s rave music made with Acid Pro. I don't know if it's made with Acid Pro. I'm just telling you how I hear it. Oh, there's a breakdown, cool. Okay, this would have worked fine 5-10 years ago and getting it on TV, but right now in this environment, it needs an X factor. And there might well be an X factor in the song, but I scrubbed through it, I didn't hear it, and that's how a lot of people listen to music when you send it in. They don't sit and listen to the whole, how long is this piece, this whole thing, 4:23. They don't sit there and do that. They listen to it a few seconds and they fast forward, fast forward, fast forward. So there needs to be something, like there was a breakdown, which is cool. I'm talking about something like that, but something even more noticeable, like a vocal or a guitar or something, or a lot more dynamic, you know? But overall, it was good. 5 or 10 years ago, that would have been on TV, some reality show. You could still probably get it on TV now in some sort, but we just don't want to get stuff on TV, right? We want to get stuff on TV. Like you get music on TV or you get it on TV, right? Big things, big things. And a reality show placement that airs 100 times or 80 times, 75 times, that's a big thing. Especially if it's on a network that pays a healthy fee, right? Okay, so that was Steel Fusion, Long Road. Thanks for sending that in. OG Elliot, I hope I didn't mispronounce your name too bad. So he sent me a lot of links and some attachments. So I'm just going to do the attachments. Attachments used to be kind of taboo to send, for lack of a better word that I could think of immediately. They used to be, a little frowned upon, but now since a lot of people have Gmail and it can handle big attachments. I know some people still don't accept attachments, but if you send them to a Gmail account, for me at least, it's fine, And it's almost better, because I don't have to click weird links and wait for stuff to load with internet. It's like it's here, it's in my email box, and I can listen. So he sent 3. I'm going to do, I don't know if this is called Shadow Work or Geist or the Umbellini. What? It sounds like it's different artists, so I'll just listen to the first one.
Life is always lyrical, like dropping a pebble in the water. See the ripples of spherical. The cosmic wave is nearly spiritual. Over this emotion with the moments of harmonious implosions. Voice activated, automated simulations, oscillating modulators, vibratory demonstration like an alien created it. It's no.
San Francisco, yeah, I feel the San Francisco vibe on that one. I definitely feel the San Francisco vibe. Yeah, it's very new age, neo soul, new age, maybe new age soul. Is that's a genre? I would, if I were these cats, I'd coin that genre. I get the vocals recorded in the tip-top studio with tip-top equipment and get someone to tip-top mix it. And if they have not already, which I could be wrong, just the stuff I heard, I will get like a renowned instrumentalist, like whether it be a saxophone player or something, to lay some cool organic stuff over that. And then you could say, hey, it's featuring saxophonist, you know, whoever, you know. Ebon Black. Fulford, sir. Oh, thank you. He said, thanks for listening. Well, you're very welcome. Thanks for sending this in. Okay, this song is called I Like That Girl.
Honor and respect.
How do I look in camera? Get someone to mix the track, get someone to professionally record that vocal, and you might need another vocalist to come in and do that vocal instead. The vocal is your money maker, but I don't know whether you'll need someone to rap sing the vocal, or just like a really super professional studio with the tip-top equipment and a tip-top engineer running it that knows how to use the equipment like the back of their hand. You know, you need to save up whatever it takes to get that vocal sounding tip-top. Tip-top vocal will go a long, long, long way. Matt Vickner, I'm responding. Try to send. Oh, okay. A year-long subscriber. Thanks, Matt. And here's my thoughts on your stuff. Let's listen to I'm gonna listen to the shortest one just because I'm thinking there'll be more dynamics in 2 minutes and 40 seconds than 3:44 or 5:54.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Again, yeah, find somebody. It could be on the internet. It could be a collaborator. As this composer in LA says, well, Santa Clarita, which suburb of LA, there's no such thing as demos anymore. Demos used to be able to record something on a 4-track, things like that, you know, analog 4-track, Yamaha MT4X, look it up. But these need to sound tip-top Magoo shape, okay? So even if you could play the instruments, even if your ideas are great, everything, it needs to sound super crisp. And you can find people on the internet to mix your stuff. You can find people on the internet to reproduce your stuff if needed, or replay the bass lines if needed. That's what I'd be doing right now. I mean, I do that right now. Doo-doo. Get it? Did y'all listen to my podcast, The Doo-Doo Water? That was the most talked about part of my podcast ever. And it was true. It's Falou. It's Falou. Oh, I've spoken to this gentleman before, right? Okay. Yeah. It says in the comment, this is mostly loops. Someone on the internet told it's Falou that, but even if it is, it sounds good. It's mixed well. If it is mostly loops, which I don't know if it is, just get someone to replay something similar over top of it. Yeah, it's dynamic. It's mixed well. This is what I'm talking about. So everyone who has said that might be able to use a mix on your stuff, hit up It's Falou. Just look up It's Falou on Google and you'll find him. There's a icon of him and there's a dog here. It looks like a dog that he's holding his dog. So this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. And he even has this thing, needs non-English vocals, needs non-English vocals. I'm assuming that's for me. Do you see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Has it on his thing. So if anyone that sings is a vocalist that sings in a foreign language is looking for music, it says needs non-English vocals, message me. You know, I needed Japanese vocals at the PMC, and I'm asking a whole table full of people, do y'all know any Japanese vocalists? And go, oh, sure don't. Sure don't. No, we don't know any Japanese. Someone walking behind me was a Japanese vocalist. They heard me, and then I was introduced to them 5 minutes later. And then the singer goes, yeah, I heard you asking for Japanese vocalists, but I didn't want to interrupt. I was like, well, you're not interrupting. You sing Japanese, and now I'm hiring her all the time. But I'm asking a whole table full of people, but they didn't have the foresight to get up and go ask around. I did. See what I'm saying? You got to, like, put it out there. Put up the bat signal. You think Batman goes around looking for crimes? No, the police, whoever, flips the switch and there's a bat signal. You got to put out the bat signal for foreign language vocalists and for mixers and stuff, you know? All right. Yeah, this is good. It's Falou. Yeah, I mean, I'm just flipping through now, just random. Oh, SoundCloud just... Great. Yeah, I want to hear how it sounds when there's a vocalist on there. Now, it could sound better or worse. I don't know. The vocalist could turn in a really off-key, badly recorded that you don't know. But that's why vocals inherently are worth more than an instrumental, all things being equal. Which means, okay, a John Williams trailer instrumental is worth a lot more than a random guitar vocal demo. You know what I mean? I'm saying all things being equal, some with vocals is worth more. Emily? Yeah, Emily. The song's called Everything. Oh, I just heard this before I started. Oh, I already listened to this. Okay. I hear the MIDI stuff, but when the vocal kicks in, it's a good vocal. It's a very, very adequate. I don't want to say great. Right? Wait a minute. I could have sworn there's a vocal in this. No, there was a vocal in this. Where did I hear that vocal? Did I listen to two of these before? Okay. I could tell you could play piano. I could tell you could play your instruments. You just need to get them recorded by a real piano or a MIDI piano with a lot more articulation, a lot more dynamics. Not plonk, 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 plonk. You know? You know, I think... You know, it needs to have some dynamicism, some dynamics. Luckily, there's people out there right now looking for work that have all the bells and whistles, piano, VSTs. They might have a piano in their house that they already have mic'd up, and you can send them that, print the MIDI out, and it's sheet music, and say, hey, record this for me. and you'll get it sounding real, you know? Oh, a small label in Russia. Sergei, okay. There better be vocals on this, Sergei. Ah, I can't find the playlist. What? Wait, well, there you go. Oh, boy. Sergei, send me something that I can listen to. I'll listen to it. I don't have time to go on your profile and search for the stuff. Ordinarily, I would. Maybe I'll do that after, but since I'm recording, I gotta... Child of Sound Productions. Dance Latin. I'm gonna send a bunch of stuff on YouTube, or he or she. Wait, I think it's a he. I'm not sure. I thought it was a he. I apologize. Why do I think? Oh, maybe that's why, because there's a... MIDI piano. You got to get a nicely articulated piano. The loops you're using, cut them up, give them some dynamic range, give them some changes. I like this synth. Wait. The robotic sounding synth, that's dope. But right, like, you know, 10 years ago, this probably could have made it on TV, but now the bar has just been getting set higher and higher and higher. Okay, this is Anaikut Baswani Vines. I'm sorry if I got your name wrong. EDM music, DJ Antic. Let's have a listen. Like I'm saying, 5-10 years ago, this would have made it on TV without too many problems, but it has to be mixed crisp. There has to be dynamic range. Is dynamicism a word? If not, let's make it. There has to be dynamicism. There has to be stereo width, stereo. It has to be an experience, cinematic, even for someone listening on normal monitors or laptop speakers or earbuds, you know? And a vocal, you know? I mean, again, 5-10 years ago, cool. Now the bar is set high. Earl. Okay, Earl. Let's go. J.E. Prox. Here we go. Where do we begin? Ooh, it looks like there's vocals. Now notice. Oh, I think that's going to be a good vocal coming up. Notice how many instrumentals versus how many vocals I got. Now do you see why I'm saying vocals are worth more? Right? This is a perfect example of someone who could really benefit from a vocal producer, and this is what I mean. They could sing, but they need someone listening to their takes, deciding what to keep, what not to keep, the harmonies, the doubles, if there's any doubles, when and what to auto-tune, and when and what not to auto-tune. And when to say, we're not going to auto-tune it, you got to sing that line again, and when to say, let's auto-tune that, and don't sing it again. Perfect example. And there's people making income just by doing that. You know, they might mix a little bit or produce a little bit, but their main thing is vocal producing. Maybe step the song down a half step, you know? It might have sounded totally different. Maybe not straining as much to hit the notes, you know? So just things to think about. things to think about. I recently had my guitars in standard tuning, and I tuned one half a step down, and it's like a completely different sound. I didn't mean that for that to rhyme, but it did. So that's it for today's video. Thanks for sending in your tracks. I hope this was informative. Email me musiclicensingpodcast@gmail.com. That's musiclicensingpodcast@gmail.com. Link in the description to my email and all my social media stuff, and I will see you next time. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks again for watching. Here's some more videos you might like. Don't forget to subscribe and email me musiclicensingpodcast@gmail.com to join the John Fulford YouTube community. See you next time.